Hello beautiful human beings. So today we're going to be baking a beautiful, decadent, delicious banana bread pudding. And we're going to be doing a gluten-free version. So that's right, get ready because it's going to be moist. Oh my gosh, who have I turned into? Nope, I'm done. They're going to be lining up at the Moditlo gate. Yeah. And these are the ingredients. That looks good. So the first thing to do is start with really dark-skinned bananas. You're gonna use a lot less sugar because it's already started caramelizing. So those are the best bananas to use and they're easier to mush. There we go, 4 of them. I love the smell of a banana. It smells like a flower, it's caramelly, it's sugary, it's smells like a dessert. Oh, to me it smells like Sunday when mom is making the best biscuits or cake ever. Coconut oil is really nice, it's very fatty. It's actually really, really good for you. It's got a lot of good healthy fats in it. And also coconut oil has a high cooking point, a high melting point. So it's really good for baking, for cooking, and it's super healthy. But I use the unscented coconut oil because you don't want it to have a coconut flavor. You just want it to be an oil. It is a little bit more expensive, but it is worth it. It's totally worth it. You can see I'm not making it hot. I'm just making it warm so that it melts. Okay, so we are going to add all of our wet ingredients first. So we've mushed our bananas. Now it's time to add a little bit of vanilla essence, 1.5 spoons. That's perfect. Then we're going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit of oat milk, a little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg is super spicy and you only want to put like 1/4 teaspoon, but it will give it a very nice nuttiness. A little bit of apple cider vinegar, heaped teaspoon of cacao powder to give it a bit of chocolatiness and dark color. Now we're going to do the honey. You can use sugar, you can use honey. For me, honey is just way healthier. Nice. Honey is amazing. Thanks Dad for this beautiful honey. It tastes like flowers. And then I'm just going to add a spliff of agave syrup. I want it to be melted to the point where it's soft so that when I mix it, there's no clumps. Otherwise, you're gonna have this huge clump of butter in the middle of your banana bread and it's gonna be oily. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter and a little bit of coconut oil. It's between 100 and 150 mils. You can always put more liquid in, you cannot take it out. So rather put less, add your amount of flour, which would be 1.5 to 2 cups, and then see if it needs more liquid. And then you can fix it while you're going along. A little bit of coconut oil. This is a baker's whatever you call a wand in Harry Potter. Let's get a little bit of salt going here. A minuscule amount of salt, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, we're gonna mix this together. Oh, that looks so satisfying. Wow, that's so cool. That's amazing. Like I can almost taste how it would taste, like the sweetness of the banana, the sweetness of the honey, the agave, the chocolatiness. It's actually making me in the mood for ice cream now that I think about it. Chocolate. No, caramel. Oh, chocolate and caramel. Comment below if you want courteous, vegan, chocolate, caramel, Oreo, wild ice cream. It'll blow your mind. The right way to do it is to use a teaspoon and take the flour from the bag and put it in the cup. You're not meant to pour it because if you pour it, it can be very uneven. Not all the way to the top. And then we take a sieve because the sieve is very important for fluffiness. The fluffiness. Okay, so we do 1 cup of that, which is buckwheat flour. And we do 1 cup of gluten-free flour mix. Key to gluten-free baking is using as many flours as you can because every single flour has a different texture and a different flavor. You don't want any of them to be overbearing. So if you use 1 flour, gluten-free flour, it's just gonna taste like that flour. That's why a gluten-free mix is great because there's 3 to 4 different flours in here already. And then buckwheat is a really nice one because it's very, very, very similar to a gluten flour in the sense that when you use it, it's got that stringiness, that stringy texture. So I think as your base, use a gluten-free and use buckwheat and maybe add 1 more. I have a little bit of oat flour here, so we add a little bit of that, just a tiny bit. And the great thing about a sieve is you see it takes out all the little pieces. You never know what's in your flours, guys. So like sieve it so that you know. Sieve it so you know. Oh, yes! I want to spriff this one up a little bit. I'm going to add a dollop of peanut butter. This is a very luxurious banana bread. We're gonna add some cranberries because they've got a really nice tartiness. They're quite sour and they're gonna break the sweetness of the banana. Yeah, just a few, just to give it some yeah, man, come on. It's quite satisfying actually. It's really nice, soft and smushy. And a little bit of coconut shreds, a little bit of coconut just to add also a little bit of texture as a baseline. A handful of something is always perfect. Now it's the moment of truth, ladies and gents. Now we mix it together. This is amazing. I have so much fun when I'm cooking because it's just the sounds, the smells, the colors. It's like, it's the ultimate form of art. To think about it, even if there is a recipe, you are creating something unique every time because I truly believe, and you'll ask anybody, the best food is made with love. Stab, stab, stab. I love you. So depending on the amount of love that's in your heart and your mind and your soul and your hands while you're cooking, every food is gonna be different. This is gonna be the best banana bread ever because I'm making it for you guys. And we are going to add our baking powder and our baking soda. Baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons, and baking soda, 1 teaspoon. The reason we want both, one helps it to expand and one helps it to rise. That is really nice. Not too sweet, a little bit of sour. I can taste that it's got the right texture. It's like, it's hard enough to chew. It's got pieces of banana in it. The cranberries give it a bit of sour. I can taste the apple cider vinegar in the background, the sourness, and it's got a beautiful sweetness. That's amazing, it's perfect. You can either use parchment paper. I don't have any, so I'm going to do it my way, which is a little bit of coconut oil, a brush, and I'm just going to generously lather it. Time for the epic moment. Oh man, brother bear. Oh, it's bursting at the top. This is great. Definitely a whole different ball game doing gluten-free. The textures are just completely different in a fun way, in a creative way. We just got showered with banana bread. Okay, we're gonna just make this sit down nicely. Look at that, how it's sticking together and making already the shape. Man, my mouth's watering. And just to make it fancy, just like that. Put it on 175 for 30 minutes and then check it. Then make sure it's cooking nicely. Check the middle with like a stick or a knife, and then another 15 minutes at 175.
Minutes later.
Gluten-free can be very complicated. It doesn't combine properly sometimes with gluten-free. That's why I put the extra flour. The fact that it's risen so much is actually perfect. We're gonna put another 15 minutes because it's not brown enough. I can see it's not brown enough.
More moments later.
That's pretty clean. The nut comes out pretty clean, or if there's a little bit on it, just a little bit of like moisture, that's perfectly fine. Now you just gotta let it cool a little bit, otherwise you can damage it. This is the end result of our gluten-free vegan banana bread cake pudding. We're gonna do a taste test. I wanna show you this. Look, that is just like uber soft. So I want a crust, because the crust is nice and crunchy. So crunchy. So good. Nom 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 nom. It's healthy. It's sweet. It's tarty. It's crunchy. Gordon Ramsay, I challenge you to make a vegan, gluten-free banana bread. This is the ultimate test for a chef because of the textures. When it comes to gluten-free, any chef would know how difficult it is. I'm like really proud of this. I'm literally not going to shy away from how proud I am of this. Hey you, beautiful human being, I challenge you to go make your own beautiful, yummy banana bread, or any biscuit, or anything. Just go and have some fun baking and cooking and try. You are not going to be a master chef in the beginning. It might take you 10 failed banana breads to get one right, but when you get that one right, you will be hooked forever. You'll be indulged, you'll be connected, you'll be in the moment of just like wanting to cook forever. So do it. I challenge you, go now, go bake.